Look at this painting. These are the Dutch anti-monarchy statesmen. It was August 20th, 1672, when Johan de Witt, a Dutch celebrated leader, visited his brother Cornelis in prison. Johan knew the atmosphere was tense. The people's minds had been poisoned by rumors and resentment. But he had no idea that a horrible death awaits him. Moments after Johan arrived at the prison, chaos erupted. A furious crowd stormed the building. The brothers were dragged out of their cells into the street. It seemed that the entire crowd was blinded by the thirst for revenge. The mob showed no mercy. Johan and Cornelis were brutally beaten to death. But the violence didn't end there. Their mutilated bodies were hung upside down from a gibbet in a grotesque display. They were castrated. Their fingers and ears were cut off, later sold as a gruesome memento, and some parts were fed to cannibals. Have you heard about the de Witt brothers? What led to such a shocking fate? Join us in this video as we uncover the truth behind their tragic end. The de Witt brothers, Johan and Cornelis, were two of the most influential figures in the Dutch Republic during its Golden Age, which was a period of great economic, cultural, and political prosperity in the 17th century. They were known for their republican ideals and opposition to monarchical rule. Cornelis, the elder brother, was a man of bold action and vision. Born in 1623 in Dordrecht to a prestigious patrician family, he played a daring role in the raid on the Medway. As mayor and defender of republican ideals, he upheld law and order. However, declining health and monarchist opposition sealed his tragic yet unforgettable legacy in Dutch history. Johan de Witt was born in 1625, a brilliant strategist and grand pensionary of Holland, who led the Dutch Republic at its peak. A strict Republican, he opposed hereditary rule and Prince William III of Orange, making him both pivotal and controversial in Dutch history. In 1672, the Dutch Republic suffered the Rampjaar, or Year of Disaster, as France and Britain simultaneously invaded, weakening the Republic's military power. Johan de Witt was blamed for the crisis, leading to his political downfall. Cornelis de Witt was arrested on charges of conspiring against Prince William III of Orange. On August 20th, Johan visited his brother Cornelis in the Hague prison. That day, the brothers were brutally attacked by the mob, kicked, beaten with sticks and hammers, and even dismembered. Their stomachs were ripped open, and their genitals were castrated, and their bodies were hung upside down on an improvised gibbet for public display. Some of their parts were sold as gruesome souvenirs. Chilling reports even spoke of cannibalism. Some historical documents describe how the brothers' hearts were preserved in turpentine and shown as horrific trophies for everyone to see. Jan de Baen's painting, The Corpses of the de Witt Brothers, unveils one of humanity's darkest and most harrowing truths. Behind this painting is an inscription that reads, "These are the bodies of Johan and Cornelis de Witt, painted from life by a renowned artist as they hung from a makeshift gallows at 11 a.m. Cornelis is the one without a peruke, while Johan has his own hair." This painting depicts a scene that leaves the viewer stunned, as if gazing into the mirror of a horrifying reality. It feels as though time has stopped, and this moment has been captured exactly as it unfolded. The silence of the night pervades the air, broken only by the faint whisper of the cold wind. It seems as though the world has abandoned these unfortunate brothers. In the dead of night, when everybody else has retired to their warm homes, these suppressed brothers hang nude and helpless from a broken gallows, naked in biting winds. Their bodies had unbearable marks of cruelty performed on them. Oppressive darkness surrounds them, with the silhouettes of blackened trees and a stormy sky as silent witnesses to this atrocity. In this desolate night, a lone figure holding his torch casts it light up on the lifeless body. The light just didn't make it minimize its horror. Instead, it raises it to its max, illuminating naked misery. If you look at Johan's face, let me zoom this. It is evident how horrific the scene. His nose was cut off, his eyes gouged out, and this head was brutally smashed. Then, if you move up to his body, it paints an equally devastating picture. His abdomen has been slit open, and his fingers and toes have been severed. But for me, the most gut-wrenching detail is that he was castrated. His genitalia have been completely removed, leaving only a thin tendon where they should have been. These are the kinds of details that stay etched in your mind, no matter how hard you try to forget them. This painting, while a testament to artistic skill, is deeply heartbreaking and horrifying. As for whether this painting is truly the work of Jan de Baen, there's no signature on it. However, most experts believe it is his creation. He was present at the time, he knew the Witt Brothers, and frankly, who else could render something so harrowing with this level of detail? Even today, this painting serves as a chilling reminder of a heartbreaking tragedy, yet stands as a testimonial living proof of the cruelties done by a mob without the power of control. This work of art remains in the Rijksmuseum, Amsterdam, where one can encounter this dark side of human history. The painting does not depict just an event's savagery, but makes you think over the depths power and politics can sink into. It is a painting. It is an acid critique of how human beings, when they go astray, can plunge to extreme depravity.